Welcome to prime time, bitch.
Hey guys, welcome to day 22 and 23 of 31 Days of Horror. We are doing an Alien double feature, yay! So it's Invasion of the Body Snatchers from 1978 and Alien from 1979. First of all, I should say that Alien films terrify me. I could not for the life of me figure out why I was so scared by them, but the more I've sort of analyzed them in school and the more I've just realized that all my fears come from like birth and something being inside of me and just the unknown or all these themes that are in these kinds of films. So I think that's what actually really scares me. So we'll start off with Invasion of the Body Snatchers. So it's in San Francisco. A group of people discover that the human race is being like replaced one by one with these clones of like devoid of emotion. So these like copies of them, and there's this alien sort of like people taking over them. This film really scares me. Again, this is something that like truly affects me psychologically. Maybe not another person, but me. Especially with all this like Ebola stuff going around, all these scares. There's definitely like something stemmed from real fears currently. So maybe that's why watching this movie also it's a lot scarier right now. There's a lot of really amazing, slow, creepy shots in this film that really get to me. When Elizabeth starts like panicking, we start like feeling her paranoia and anxiety. And there's like this other scene where they're like in phone booths and trying to talk to people and like trying to talk to the government, and everybody's telling them like it's okay, everything's fine, and it's not fine. So I really liked it. I really enjoyed it. I have actually never seen it, so I try to avoid alien movies, but you know, for you guys, I watched it and I braved it.
There's nothing to be afraid of.
That brings us to Aliens. For those of you that don't know this story, it's the crew on the Nostromo receives an SOS call from like an unexplored planet, and then upon like searching this planet for survivors, they head home and they realize that something alien has joined them.
What the hell is that?
So what absolutely terrifies me about this film is just like the anticipation of the fear of the unknown. You know, we know the alien's on the ship, but we don't know where the alien is and when it's going to appear. Just when you think that you know when it's going to appear, it's like waits a couple seconds and all of a sudden the alien like jumps out. And we don't even know really much about the species until the end. So it's just this all around like cat and mouse game that just never ends. And that's scary. So also the sets are just like fantastically like imagined up. And they're so big, and, you know, even when there's, like, that whole planet, you know, you really feel like you're on a different planet. You really feel like you're in a space station. You really feel like you're on a spaceship. I actually still jump at the effects with, like, you know, that face grabber thing. You know, that still is just gross and scary. And, again, it's just, like, this whole idea of, like, Mother, the ship, being, like, maternal, and there's a lot of birth images and things like that, and those are all just really scary to me. Like, Sigourney Weaver is, like, badass as Ripley. I think it's awesome that she's remained one of this beloved woman character. People cosplay as her, you know, dress up like her all the time, and I hear that that's, like, one of the most popular Halloween costumes, and that's awesome. I wish that people dressed up like me, you know, that's great. You know, I would definitely recommend both of these films, especially if you like alien films, if you're interested in all these things. There's so much psychology behind it, like imagery behind each film, so I'd say definitely I recommend both of these. Even though they terrify me, I would watch them again, so enjoy.